Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people who worry way too much about Bert and Ernie's sexuality.
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Running a little bit behind this morning. Actually, early going to work, a little late, remembering to do a video. Why? Because I'm watching a TV show, Brockmire. And got a little tablet here, and watching's kind of a weird way, more like listening to it. But anyway, kind of got tied up in it. It's entertaining to see a human car wreck like that. If you've never seen it, you really need to check it out. I'll watch it, and I'm doing the air quotes here, on Hulu. Give it a shot. So, work-related nonsense. Worked yesterday with a girl, one of my employees. She's part-time. She works one day a week in my second department. And, boy, I gotta tell you, the first opportunity I had to replace her, bada boom, bada bing. It's weird. I've known 3 other places that she's worked, or 2 that she has worked in the past, 1 that she is working now. She's young, not long out of school, thinks she knows how the world works. One of the corporations she was at, she worked in an office, one of the offices. She called corporate on them a couple of times. Got them investigated. Both investigations turned up absolutely nothing. There was no wrongdoing. She just literally really stirring the pot. The other place was a clinic that she worked at. She called one of the regulatory committees that oversee that, reported malfeasance for them, and of course, investigation, nothing came of it. She was bragging yesterday, the place she works now, her boss did something she did not like, and she filed an official complaint with the higher up in that organization. She's very much a scorched earth type of person. Somebody just dares to offend her, upset her millennial worldview, and she just, salts the earth, man. She was bragging about how she turned in her supervisor. Again, for something that nobody in their right mind, would have thought twice about. It was literally just a matter of hurt feelings. But she brags, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't fire me. I let her know I will. Pull some nonsense like that, I ain't got a problem with dropping the hammer on you. That kind of toxic attitude, boy, in the organization will spread. So, let's see, what else? Watched a little football last night. Well, I couldn't even watch it. Bringing Baltimore Ratbirds. I gotta say, they're looking like the favorites for the Super Bowl this year. Of course, they beat up on the Jets. Hey, some franchises in football, professional football, and every sport, I'm sure, but football in particular, that's one I watch most. They need to lose their franchise fee, or that needs to be taken on. If you buy a McDonald's franchise and you lose money consistently, I'm pretty sure McDonald's will take the franchise away from you. Sports needs to do that. Be honest. The Cowboys do not need to belong to Jerry Jones. He's a joke. The Cleveland Browns need to be sold to anybody that knows an inkling of football. Miami Dolphins, when's the last time they were relevant? There's only 32 teams. You think once every 3 decades or so, it should be your turn. Let's see. So I'm watching the episode of Brockmire, and on the shit, if you don't know it, he's a drunkard sportscaster, and he also does a podcast. And in the podcast, he's basically just a freestyle, and he does it in front of a live audience, and he asks for a topic. The last one was the one that got away. That was the topic. Started to make me think, the first crush. And it ain't really the one that got away. It was just, again, the first crush. The one, you always, I remember that. I was so in love. Wonder whatever happened to. Well, mine, weirdly enough, I know what happened. This had to be, I don't know, 8th grade, 9th grade, somewhere around in there. New girl come to school. Oh, she was it. And we were real good friends. But oh, she was everything. She was gorgeous. She was cool. She was styling. Except for the fact that she had the smoking behind the gym attitude. She could have been, the jock clique. She was a cheerleader. She, like I said, she was blonde valley girl back when that was in style. She was it. But she had the wild side, from the wrong side of the tracks, type thing. Again, smoking, hanging out with the bad boys. Really only wanted to date a 16-year-old with a prison record, type attitude. So anyway, about junior year, I guess, she dropped out to get married with the guy who dropped out his senior year. Married, pregnant, next I knew, blah, blah, lost sight of her, lost track for about 10 years. I moved away, went to college, moved away, came back, and happened to stumble across her in a little cafe. She was a waitress in a cafe. Kind of, reintroduced it. Hey, it's my number, give me a call sometime. We can hang out, old times, kind of friend thing. At that point, no longer married. Well, I was, so that wasn't, an issue at all. About, trying to rekindle or anything. Just, an old friend. So anyway, I happened to be working with her ex-mother-in-law. And she was telling me how they got divorced, blah, blah, blah. And then didn't think anything about ex-mother-in-law. Was like, hey, she got married to some guy. Okay, well, I didn't go back to the cafe. I didn't end up losing her number. Didn't really call her. Ran into her again, weirdly enough, at like the DMV. Asked see what she was doing. Found out, just chatted for a few minutes. Again, lost track. Next day, I ran into her at a hospital. Just happened to pass along, saw new married name, saw where she lived, kind of just chit-chat for just a second. Alright, well, dang. Now we skip forward probably 15 years. And ran into her again. She was working at a Walmart. But man, I just keep, and these are, funny is, 3 different towns. Just kind of crossing paths. At this Walmart, I was busy, she was busy, didn't get to talk to her. So I went back here, and a couple months later, I happened to be back at Walmart, and I happened to ask somebody. I said, I knew her name. I said, hey, does this person still work here? Boy, and they got quiet and looked at each other, and it's kind of like, look of fear across their face, and they're like, she's in management. Like, okay, I don't know exactly what that means. And they're like, well, we don't really know. Like, geez, man. Like, is management the mafia? All I can think of is when they brought Doctor Who back, number 9. There was an episode where he was on a space station that had broadcast TV to the entire world. And if you get up to the top level, you know you're the inner sanctum, and it turned out to be all sinister, but that was the big deal, moving up to that top. And you didn't talk about that. It was a big deal. It's kind of how it was with the management there in Walmart. But I never had talked to her since then. I never have ran into her back at that Walmart either. So I don't know if she's still there or not. But that was made me think of that while I was watching that Brockmire this morning about the the one that got away. She ain't exactly the one that got away, but it's always, as a kid, your first love type of thing. And as funny as my son, his first real girlfriend, I liked her. She was a cute girl, very nice. She actually was the daughter of a girl I went to school with. Well, that girl was a year or two younger than me. Her mom was, was a year or two younger than me. But her aunt was the same class as me. Alphabetically, she was always right behind me, all 12 years of school. But, and I know that'll be the way he is. That'll always be his first love. I don't know if it'll be the one that got away, but he'll always remember. Let's see, anything else exciting going on? Not really. It is Friday, and what do we got tomorrow? We got something going on. I possibly got a birthday party for an old high school classmate that contacts me, so I'll have to get with her. I think that's tomorrow. Today's Friday the 13th. But I got that, and then Sunday I've got the family Christmas party get together, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, well, busy weekend coming up. I'll fill you in on the details or not, I don't know. I'm winging it, you know that. Till next time, I will try to do better.
Hey, Peter Parker.